Dad.
Maynard, this looks like a good spot.
Yeah.
No. Look, this spot's too lumpy. Here, follow me. It's great to be in the outdoors. This is what it's all about. Living off the land.
Yeah, I'm starving, Dad. Did you bring the Cheetos?
I got some Cheetos in the pack, son. Wait. Perfect. Right here, this is the spot. We're camping here. Okay, the first thing we need to do is find some shelter. This brand new tent ought to do the trick.
Maynard, don't you think we should have put the tent up at home?
No, Martha. We can carry it if it's put up.
No, I meant practice putting it up at home.
We'll get all the practice we need right now. You two can practice watching me put the tent up. Now move out of the way.
Maynard, we want to help.
No, Martha. I always put the tent up myself. Now just move out of the way here. What I'm doing, this is follow the instructions here. Okay, good. Just don't need any help, really. That's the bottom. Here we go. I need to help to just tent up here. I can do this myself. Okay, it says item A into item B. What's item B? Let's see how these guys work here. It's just like this. If I want help, I'll ask for help, but I don't want help. See, these things just, there's nothing to it. These. Okay, up she goes. Just like this. Yeah, that looks like a tent. Yow! No, I don't need any help. You see, I told you I could do it myself. I didn't need any help. Looks pretty good, huh? Hey, Martha, come and try it out.
Martha and Maynard's family could benefit from some cooperative learning training. They seem to be unclear on the concept of working together toward a common goal. Peer-mediated instruction refers to an alternative teaching arrangement in which students serve as instructional agents for classmates or other students. Peer-mediated instruction can focus on academic or social behavior.
Cooperative learning, which is one type of peer-mediated instruction, can have many benefits when used appropriately with groups of people. The assistance of peers to achieve a shared outcome is certainly not new. Peer-mediated approaches have been in use since the early 1800s in public education. During the last 20 years, this approach has been studied in a systematic way. The information presented in this program will highlight some of the research-based techniques which have been proven to result in effective teaching and learning. Refer to page 1 in your packet. At the completion of this video presentation, you will be able to describe 2 key features and benefits of peer-mediated instruction and discuss procedures for appropriately implementing cooperative learning in the classroom.
As with any instructional technique, there may be potential drawbacks to using cooperative learning methods. Proper implementation will require time for preparation, training of peers, and careful monitoring of student performance. Some additional considerations are included on page 1. Where does peer-mediated instruction fit into the overall structure of the lesson? Consider the graphic on page 2 of your packet, which suggests some possible time allotments for teacher-directed instruction, practice, and measurement. The initial instruction on new concepts and skills is often best handled by the instructional expert, the teacher. Clear, explicit, and planned instruction by a skilled teacher can minimize student errors and confusion early on in the learning process. Peer-mediated instruction can be a powerful tool and resource for improving the effectiveness of guided and independent practice, reinforcing skills already taught, and promoting fluency.
What are two major approaches for successfully accomplishing peer-mediated instruction? Cooperative learning and peer tutoring are validated methods which teachers can easily blend into the ongoing instructional program. This video presentation will focus on one validated implementation procedure for cooperative learning. Turn to page 3 in your packet. Here you will find a definition of cooperative learning along with a list of the many cooperative learning approaches that can be used in a classroom. Cooperative learning refers to a class of peer-mediated practices in which small groups of 3 to 6 students work together toward shared goals in order to earn rewards based upon the collective performance of the group. Look at one example of cooperative learning groups in action.
Courtney, you do 1 and 2. You do 3 and 4. And you just do 5 and 6. So go ahead and start. If you need assistance, ask your team members before you raise your hand and have me come over.
Numerous cooperative learning methods have been developed and validated. 2 widely recognized approaches have been developed by Johnson & Johnson and Slavin. Refer to Appendix A for references and additional information on a variety of specific cooperative learning methods like learning together, student team learning, jigsaw, simple structures, and group investigation. Stop the tape and locate Appendix A.
There are many important reasons for implementing cooperative learning in classrooms. Refer to page 4 in your packet where some benefits of cooperative learning are listed. Students' ability to work collaboratively is a cornerstone for future success in life. Additionally, knowledge and skills are useless if not applied in cooperative interactions with other people. Turn to page 5 in your packet. What are some of the more common characteristics of cooperative learning methods? Ordinarily, teachers need to organize their students into several small heterogeneous learning groups. That means that each group is made up of students who differ in their ability level, as well as sex, race, and background. Another important feature of cooperative learning structures is to ensure that all members of the group master important skills and concepts. This is facilitated by providing a common instructional goal to be achieved by all students in the group. Finally, group interdependence is promoted by structuring systematic rewards and recognition for the collective performance of team members. Students learn that their success hinges upon the success of the total group. Think about situations in your classroom where your students may be able to benefit from cooperative learning structures. Stop the tape and discuss your ideas with a partner or small group and note them on page 6.
Let's take another look at cooperative learning occurring in this classroom.
Ask the other members in the group and see if they know what it is. Talk among yourselves. If you don't know something, then ask the person who's the reader in your group or your other team members. Did you find something? You're the reader. Okay, now you need to be working. You're going to have to share. You're going to have share these chapters to find the information.
Refer to page 7 in your packet. There are differences that exist among specific approaches. However, cooperative learning methods can be most effective in increasing student achievement when they incorporate group goals and individual student accountability. What's involved in the concept of group goals? 1. Specific performance standards are clearly articulated for academic and social behavior for the group. 2. These preset levels of performance must be achieved before the team is rewarded.
Are there any questions before we start?
Everyone knows what I'm giving bonus points on? So it's real clear. Okay, if you need to move, would you do that right now, please?
3. Everyone helps everyone. Since group goals are designed to stimulate teamwork, the whole group must reach its goal. Establishing and reinforcing the concept of group goals does not mean placing students in groups with interesting materials or problems and allowing free discovery of information. It also does not mean allowing groups to produce one product or solution. This can be an ineffective way to promote teaming skills toward group goals. The group must be given a common purpose, goal, and objectives. Again, refer to page 7. What is meant by individual accountability? Individual performance is validated. One way in which this can be accomplished is to administer individual quizzes related to group goals and objectives. Then, individual quiz scores and other assessments can be added into a team total. This will promote the concept of the value of each individual's contribution to the total group.
On the cards that I passed out to each of you, it tells you what your role is in your learning group today, and it also tells you which questions you must answer on the study guide.
Group success is again directly related to how well each member masters their part.
It is important to carefully monitor and validate the performance of each group member along with other dimensions of the total group.
Now you are responsible for finding out the correct answers to those two, but everybody in your team must know all the answers to all the questions on the study guide.
This will help to minimize the free rider effect, which can often occur when some group members do all or most of the work while others do none or very little.
There are literally hundreds of ways to effectively implement cooperative learning approaches. Again, several references and descriptions are included in Appendix A. A modified version of SMART's self, motivational, and recreational teaching strategies, found in Appendix B, which was developed by Loretta Buchanan, will now be illustrated. This technique incorporates the critical attributes of successful cooperative learning structures and has been validated through classroom research involving over 300 students in intermediate through secondary levels. A summary of these research findings can be found in Appendix C of your instructional packet.
Refer to page 8 in your packet. Stop the tape and review the modified jigsaw checklist, which is the first step when implementing this cooperative learning approach. Now, watch this teacher implement this part of the procedure.
Yesterday in this class, we read Chapter 1 about entering the world of work. Today, I'm going to have you complete a study guide in your learning teams to reinforce the objectives that I gave you yesterday and which are up on the board. So let's take a look at those quickly. Discuss the importance of work, identify 5 lifestyle areas, differentiate between a job and a career. Those objectives will be addressed in your study guide. Each team will have 2 copies of the chapter today, so you will need to cooperate and share with the other people on your team when they need to look something up. You each have your own copy of the study guide. So I'm going to give you 30 minutes to find the answers to the questions on the study guide, find the ones that you are assigned to, share the information with your other team members, make sure and check out, practice, make sure they know the information, and then make sure that you have completed the entire study guide, because you will be asked to hand that in today. So make sure your entire study guide is completed at the end of the 30 minutes. And make sure that everyone knows the answers to participate in the SMARTS review. Any questions? Okay. Who's the reader in this group? Okay, you get clarification from Mackenzie if you don't understand that. Ask the other members in the group and see if they know what it is. Talk among yourselves. If you don't know something, then ask the person who's the reader in your group or your other team members.
Once these steps have been completed, the teacher will continue on with the steps listed in the modified SMARTS checklist found on page 9. One round of play includes 2 segments. Specific guidelines for each segment are outlined on page 10 of your packet. Stop the tape and review the information on these 2 pages.
Now watch this teacher implement this part of the procedure.
Okay, we're going to do our SMARTS review this afternoon. And remember, we have 3 categories of questions. We have who, what questions related to those questions on your study guide, when, where kinds of questions, and how, why questions. And you can choose who, what, number 1, 2, or 3, when, where, 1, 2, or 3, how, why, 1, 2, or 3. I'll ask you a question off the study guide, and the second part of that round will be to answer an extended question. Your team can discuss the answer together, but only the team captain can raise their hand and respond. We'll start with team 1 over here. And scorekeeper, I'll tell you when to give your team a point. Okay, you as a team decide if you want to answer a who, what, a when, where, or a how, why question quickly. Okay, who's my captain? Stephen, which one?
Who, what question?
Okay, you want to answer a who, what question. Okay, listen. And here is your first question. What does self-esteem mean? What does self-esteem mean? Discuss it among yourselves. You guys be ready in case they don't get the right answer. Okay, Stephen?
Feeling good about yourself?
Feeling good about yourself. Give yourself a point, scorekeeper. Okay, the rest of you be listening, because if they miss, it'll be your turn, and you can, as opposing team, can earn points. Okay, here's the extended question on that. Spell self-esteem. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Okay.
SELF-ESTEEM.
Is he right? Opposing teams? Is that correct? Yes, it is. Give yourself another point. Good job. Okay, round 1 for team 1. Okay, team 2. Which question would you like to answer? Okay, who's my captain?
How,
A how, why question? All righty, here you go. Why do people work? Give me 2 reasons why people work.
2 reasons.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For money and contact with people.
Okay, great. Money and contact with people. Give yourself a point. Okay, on our study guide, there were actually 3 reasons why. So I want you to tell me what the 3rd reason is that people work.
Self-esteem.
Great. Give yourself another point. Okay, team 3, what question would you like? Where's my captain?
I'm right here.
Okay.
When, where, when?
A when, where. All right, here you go. When would you consider something a luxury?
You may want to reread the information on pages 8, 9, and 10 and watch the classroom demonstration again. An example worksheet for questions for Smarties has been included on page 11 along with a sample group score sheet on page 12. Ideas for individual and team reinforcers have been included on page 13 of your packet. Certainly these may vary depending upon the age and interests of your students. Including rewards is an essential component of effective cooperative learning approaches. Refer to page 14 in your packet. Several helpful hints for implementing successful cooperative learning structures have been listed. Stop the tape and review this information. Now that the Mallard family is clear on the concept of cooperative learning, they are working together toward a common goal with success.
Bring it up. That's a look.
Good.
Good, Maynard.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
Oh, it's so much easier when we do it together.
Yeah, what a team.
All right. What do you say we get some wood?
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay.